Om Shanti. Today, 18th December 2023, Baba says, Sweet children, only the meeting of souls with the Supreme Soul is a true conference of Kumbh. It is through this meeting that you become pure, and people then celebrate with their fairs as a memorial of this. Question: in which except do you children need to have a lot of wisdom? Answer: you need a lot of wisdom to understand and explain the very sensitive aspect of this knowledge. You have to prove the path of knowledge and the path of devotion tactfully. Explain like just a mouse blows before it bites. Therefore, create methods for doing service, hold exhibitions at the Kumbh, and bring benefit to many souls. Show them the way to become pure from impure. Song: take us away from this world of sin to a world of rest and comfort. Om Shanti. The Father sits here and explains to you children, the iron-aged, impure, corrupt world is called a world of sin, whereas golden age, pure, elevated world is called world of charity. Only the Supreme Father comes and make you into pure and charitable souls and create the world of charity. It is because people are not pure that they themselves call out to the purifier Father. If they believe the purifier to be the Ganga or Triveni, confluence of three rivers, why do they call out, O purifier, come? The Ganga and Triveni exist anyway, and yet people continue to call out even while those rivers exist. Their intellect still go towards Supreme Soul, Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, who is called Ocean of Knowledge, has to come here. He is not just called a soul, but the pure living being. There are no pure living being here. The purifier Father come when the golden age, pure world has to be established and iron age world to be destroyed. He would definitely come at the confluence age. The confluence age is called the Kumbh. There is a confluence of Triveni and they have given it the name Kumbh. They say the rivers, three river meets. In fact, there are two rivers. They say that the third river is incognito. So would you become pure from impure in the Kumbh Mela? The purifier definitely has to come. He is called Ocean of Knowledge. It is only the task of Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, and not a human being to make impure world pure and change iron age into the golden age. It's only the task of Supreme Soul. All of that is blind faith. Blind ones need a stick. You have now become sticks, number wise, according to the efforts you make. There are different type of sticks. Some stick costs 100 rupees and other just cost 2 rupees. Here too are number wise. Some are very serviceable. When you are ill, you have to call a surgeon. There is an impure world and you are becoming pure. It is said soul remains separated from Supreme Soul for a long time. Then when Supreme Father, Supreme Soul comes among all souls, that is called confluence of the Kumbh. People make a lot of donations at Kumbh Mela. That is an income for Sikhs, holy men and government. Here you have to donate everything, including your body, mind, wealth, to the purifier Father. Then he makes you into future masters of heaven. Those people take name of the Triveni and make donation to Sikhs and holy men. In fact, the confluence age is where all rivers come and merge with the ocean. There is no ocean, just the river comes together. Only the meeting of you rivers and ocean is called true Mela. But this is also fixed in this drama. In that Mela, government earn a lot of money from trains, car, land, etc. So this Mela is for incoming income. You children can judge these things because you are now following God's directions. Therefore, you should find the right meaning of Kumbh Mela. Baba gave you an easy to write. Sensible children should take up this. The number one sensible one is Mamma, and then second is Sanjay, who had to make leaflet for distribution. This river Triveni is not purifier, only the bestower of salvation for all is Shiv Baba is purifier. Triveni cannot be called the bestower of salvation. Those river exist all the time. There is no question of them coming. People sing, "O purifier, come, come and make us pure." Therefore, you should also make leaflets. Brothers and sisters, is the ocean of knowledge, Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, the purifier, or is those rivers? The river exists all the time. You call out to Supreme Father, Supreme Soul for him to come here first. In fact, that only the Supreme Soul is the purifier. Souls and Supreme Soul remain separated for a long time. That Satguru comes and grants salvation and take you back home. In fact, you should bath in the knowledge of Supreme Father, Supreme Soul. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul carries out establishment of pure world. You don't know him. When Bharat was elevated, soul-conscious deities used to reside there. That used to be called Shivalaya. You children should now go to Kumbh Mela and hold exhibition and explain to people there. You have to explain the one Father is purifier, and he says only when you are to made pure into from impure do I come. So you have to make a promise. Raksha Bandhan is connected with God, not with Sikh or holy man. A promise is made to Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, not to River Triveni. O Baba, through your Srimad, I promise to become pure. The Father say, I will make you into the masters of heaven, pure world. These are Baba's signals. Very clever, serviceable ones are needed for this. Many other pictures also have to be made. You need to get a good mark you for this. Many of your enemies will emerge. Sometimes they do not take long to cause a fire. If someone wants a fight, he begins to insult you. You have to become egoless and stay in silence. Brahmakumaris have become famous. You definitely have to distribute leaflet, etc. People give special importance to Kumbh Mela. In fact, that refers to the importance of the present time. This too is a game in drama. Anyone can be benefited there too, but it requires effort. It requires effort to change thorns into flowers. You need courage to hold an exhibition at Kumbh Mela. You need context so that there are no obstacles. You have to prove who's purifier. People remember heaven, pure world. When someone dies, people say so and so has become a resident of heaven or heavenly abode. There's a plenty of rich food there. So why do they call them back from there and feed them here at Srinath temple? You can see how they cook so many variety of food. In fact, Srinath Puri and Jagannath Puri are same thing. However, in Srinath Dwari, you can see how they prepare many nourishing varieties of food, whereas at Jagannath they only offer bhog of plain cooked rice. They don't even use butter, etc. This difference portrays how you have to such nourishing food when you are pure and how you have plain rice when you are impure. The significance of this is very good. The Father sits here and explains this. At Srinath Dware, they offer such bhog, and then Brahmin priests sit there and sell that bhog to the worshipper as a basis of their income. They receive everything for nothing and then they earn from them. So those things are of such blind faith that belong to path of devotion. The path of knowledge is path of salvation. Salvation cannot be received by bathing in Ganga. You have to explain tactfully, just as a mouse blows before it bites. You need to have great wisdom to understand and explain these things. These are such sensitive matters. People say, "Oh, Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, you alone know your ways and means." They don't understand the meaning of that. Only you can grant us the salvation we receive by following your Srimad. No one else can grant us salvation. Only the one is the bestower of salvation for all. You definitely have to use these words for all. A great deal is explained, but there are very few who understand. Many subjects continue to be created. Many people make a lot of donations and perform charity in the name of God. So they receive the fruit of that for one birth. Here you receive the fruit for 21 births. By donating in the name of God, they receive strength. They don't know God, and so there is no strength left. There are many gurus, etc. for Hindus. If you look at the Christian, they have only one. They have so much regard for that one. It is said religion is might. You have now understood religion, and so you receive so much strength. Baba said, give everyone this mantra that disciplines the mind. The father says to you children, remember the place you came from, and your final thoughts will lead to your destination. Only by remembering Father can you become pure and your sin will be absolved. You have to remember Father and your inheritance, for by doing so, the whole cycle intend in your intellects. While living at home with your family, you have to make effort to remove your intellect from all your bodily relations and connect them to the Father, and at end you can only remember him. If you remember anyone else, there will be have to be punishment and your status will be reduced. In fact, it is the conference of the cycle when soul meets supreme soul, which is called Kumbh. God alone comes and teaches you Raj Yoga. He is beyond rebirth. But those children who don't understand this, they don't follow Srimad, and so how would their boat go across? For one boat to go across means to attain a royal status. It is only by following Srimad that you receive a kingdom. If you don't follow Srimad, you will eventually be finished. Only the bride whose lamps are ignited will go back with the bridegroom. Those whose lamps are extinguished will not go back with bridegroom. Only the specially beloved children will go back with him. All the rest will follow behind number-wise. However, everyone will become pure. Not all souls have the same strength. Each soul has its own part. No two souls can receive the same status. At the end, everyone's paths will be clear. This tree is very large, so large. There are so many human beings. Only the main ones, the big branches and sub-branches will be visible. The main thing is the foundation. All the rest come later. They have less strength. Not everyone can go to heaven. Bharat itself was heaven. It is not that land of Japan will become heaven instead of Bharat. That's not possible. Acha. This is for dharana. First point, in order to be safe from punishment, remove your intellect from all your bodily relations and connect to one Father. At the end, no one apart one from Father should be remembered. Second point, become egoless, stay in silence and make effort of changing thorn into flowers. Become a stick for blind by following Srimad. Become pure and make others pure. Blessing for today is, may you be a holy swan and increase your account of accumulation with powerful thoughts. Detail. Just as a swan separates stones from jewels, in the same way You are holy swan who are able to discern between what is wasteful and what is powerful. A swan never pick up stone but just separate them and leave them one side, never taking them. In the same way, you holy swans put wastefulness aside and imbibe powerful thoughts. You heard, spoke, performed wastefulness for a long time, and you simply lost everything as a result. However, now instead of being those who experience loss who become those who increase the account of accumulation. Slogan for today is, if you tie a bracelet of godly codes of conduct on yourself, all your bondages will end. I'm repeating, if you tie a bracelet of godly code of conduct on yourself, all your bondages will end. Acha, Om Shanti.